Spectrum Bay News 9, a St. Pete police officer secretly recorded his supervisors during a disciplinary meeting. It's a recording that helped that officer get his job back after he was accused of lying. And now that officer is suing the department for discrimination. Spectrum Bay News 9's Josh Rojas has the exclusive story.
This whole story is about secret audio recordings, just like this one.
That little stuff that's going to wind up getting you in trouble because we've already talked to you about making up your own hours.
The man accused of making up his own hours is St. Petersburg Police Officer Officer Miranda, and that recording eventually got him his job back. Here's what happened. Officer Miranda adjusted his work hours one day in March last year without permission. He needed to wash his cruiser and clocked in an hour early. Department policy says you have to get approval first to adjust work hours. The officer was also accused of lying about the work done to his car, so Police Chief Tony Holloway fired Miranda. Here's audio from that employment hearing.
You said you did not tell the supervisor you did PM on your vehicle, you only did maintenance on your vehicle to let you wash your vehicle. But those two supervisors swear under oath that you did tell them that you did PM service. So you're being charged with falsification.
PM stands for preventative maintenance, which is a scheduled time to drop off cruisers for work done by a city mechanic. According to an internal affairs report, this is what those two supervisors, Acting Lieutenant William Burris and Sergeant Candace Markland, said while under oath. Markland advised, quote, "He told me and Lieutenant Burris at that point that he had to PM his car." Burris advised, quote, "Without hesitating, he said, well, I had to get PM'd. He lied to both of our faces." But this is what Miranda said he told those supervisors, quote, "I did not tell him that I was doing PM. I told him that I was at MRS. A detective asked, quote, "Do you have any idea why they would assume you were having your car PM'd rather than just?" Miranda interrupts, quote, "I did not use that term, so I don't know. Why their assumption is strictly to that, I don't know." MRS stands for Mechanical Rail Services. It's the facility where PM is scheduled. It's also where officers wash their cruisers and fill up with gas. Miranda was fired in February but was reinstated in July with back pay thanks to this secret recording that we obtained through a public records request. It proves Miranda never used the term PM with his supervisors.
I guess last extra night, everybody was working 8 to 6, and you came in and worked 7 to 5.
Yeah, I had to do that, Mike.
That's it right there. Officer Miranda says this is the actual exchange that got him fired. He says MRS, his supervisors say PM. According to the records, Officer Miranda secretly recorded his supervisors twice last year, a move that changed policy. To keep it from happening again, Chief Holloway amended department rules, stating employees can't record each other without permission. Now, even though Miranda got his job back, he was still found to be insubordinate for not following his supervisor's instructions and adjusting his schedule without permission. According to the records, Miranda believes he was being retaliated against for filing a discrimination complaint. That's against Supervisor Lieutenant Karen Eichler. She had Miranda inactivated from the field training unit. Miranda even admits in the secret recordings that's the reason he was being difficult.
Just deal with it. If it pisses me off and it makes me act up, deal with it. I've never been so stressed in my life with this. I don't get it. I come here because I have a family. I love my job.
Miranda, who was born in Puerto Rico, filed a claim with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and a whistleblower lawsuit against the police department.
Speak with you about this matter. However, there's a pending lawsuit, and legal has advised him not to say anything at this time.
The police spokeswoman says once the case is resolved, Chief Holloway is willing to answer questions. In St. Petersburg, Josh Rojas, Spectrum Bay News 9.
Miranda declined our request for an interview, but his attorney says his reinstatement was agreed upon to minimize damages, and it does not affect other claims against the city. Now, as far as secret recordings go, Stetson University employment law professor Jason Bent says this is the first time he's seen that happen between police officers.
When you're talking about a police officer recording another police officer for employment-related claim purposes, that's the first time I've seen that. But I think it's a trend to watch. It's easier for employees now to audio or video record at work to try to get evidence of an employment law claim.
But Professor Bent warns unless you fall under an exception, secretly recording conversations is generally illegal in Florida. In Miranda's case, his attorney says the recording is admissible because officers have no reasonable expectation of privacy while on the job.